Me and my lady was at home alone, anticipating a little lovemaking when she said, "I want you to look at me as if for the first time." She asked me not to do it with those lustful eyes of mine, but rather with my poetic eyes. So I tried, and I was surprised to see such beauty. I mean, not like Holly Berry beautiful, but more like sunrise and sunset. It made me regret not having done it before. As I gazed into her eyes, I saw men by the score who tried to defeat her spirit. Her family and friends screaming, "Give up on love, girl!" But she just wouldn't hear it because she was determined to love again. And that's when she reluctantly let me in. And there was gladness with just a sprinkle of sadness in this. I looked further and I saw full lips that I swear beckoned me to kiss without ever even moving. Lips that seemed to be capable of soothing my every concern and care. And there atop her chest rests not mere breast, but mountains' majesty. I was drawn to this woman as if she was gravity. I couldn't help but think to myself, this had to be the way to the promised land that my God spoke of, and I loved how each peak rose to my touch, seeming to know that there was still so very much, much more that I would explore and explore. Oh, I did. Like a curious little kid at Disney World. I could hardly believe that this girl had been mine for all this time. I continued across her abdomen, and I found myself wrapped up in her valley, though where wild weeds grow, seeds of life had been sown, where boys had been made to be grown men, where the fruit of first sin had been bred, where some hungry souls had been fed, and I need not know their number, that valley where kings and queens slumbered until their time and womanhood was all but defined. And I'll admit that from time to time I pined for the chance to dine and dance there, but I swear the dance would always be a waltz, or at least a slow grind with no false illusions bearing the confusions that others had brought, because by her I had been taught to love and nurture her valley's secret garden. Then there were those silky smooth legs of hers that had been hardened from carrying the weight of the world on her shoulders, and even though, or maybe as a result of being older, she walked with pride, seeming to glide with her head held high, always focused on her beliefs, never succumbing to the griefs that this world had brought, because she too had been taught well. Now by this time, I was fighting like hell just to continue to concentrate, because temptation was growing great, and by her I longed to be held. I wanted the two of us to meld into one, or at least 69. Because in my mind, she now defined universe. And I curse and despise all those who think otherwise, because for the first time, my eyes' pupils became my teachers, and they taught me to see that this woman is every woman in the world to me. And you're all truly beautiful when you're truly seen.